good then, YouTube? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Today, we are going to be talking to you about a tactic and formation that I've been trying recently, which actually is something very, very different. I got this from over on Reddit on the 352. That is what we're playing. And I want to give credit, obviously, to the person that has given these 352 tactics. It actually is from early on in the year. This is 8 months ago from Wahoo's 22. The self-proclaimed 352 expert. Basically, he's got a very detailed guide on how he wants this 352 to work, what you want to do with it, how you want it to operate, essentially. I will put a link in the description and in the comment section. You can head over, have a read through this yourself. If you like written content, we're obviously going to go through, talk to you about how he wants you to play this, how it works in game, and then jump into a game to show you. I've been using this with this team, and at first I struggled to get going with it, and you'll see a reason why with the setup that we kind of run from Wahoo's suggestion. But if you're after something a little bit different in the 352, this is going to be a tactic and a formation for you. So how do we have it set up, first of all, with our lineup? We have one quick striker and we have one bigger man, and check is still quick. You kind of want to have a combination of big and quick, right? Someone that's a bit more nimble, that can play the ball, and then obviously someone that can have the ability to receive the ball into the head, into feet, and so on. Depends on what you want from the centre attacking mid, and this is actually one of the reasons why Wahoo's guide is so good. He gives you different variations based on who you have at cam and how you should play them. We run Kaka. For our wide midfielders, wing backs essentially, we run traditional kind of wing backs with Bamba and Hazard that can cross a ball, that get up and down the pitch. And then in the middle right now, we just packed this Seedorf, so I'm testing him over Tony Kroos. We run him and Upamecano in the middle. So we'll go through the player instructions first, and then we'll go into the tactics, purely because I think the instructions are kind of the interesting part to this setup. So you want your striker that is not your bigger man. So check, obviously, is my big man, to be on stay forward and conservative interceptions. If you have them on getting behind, the problem is here is that you have both players running in behind, which never works. You always want one basically holding in that balanced attack, and then the other one running in behind for the first time over the top, so through balls, whatever it may be. And then on the striker that you want running in behind, you know, for those through balls, for those crosses, drift wide can really help with this. And this is actually something that he recommended. So I did give this a go, and I felt like I had more success with laying the ball into Kaka, triggering the run with Cech, and then going into Mbappe, and then the first time over the top. That's something that worked really, really well. Again, conservative interceptions. The reason why Wahoo went with conservative interceptions is because to stop the stamina drain. This is maybe something which I would possibly look to change now at this stage of the game, because if we go to when Wahoo made this tactic and this formation, it is back in 8 months ago. So there's his 20-0 proof, and this is his team. There's not a lot of stamina on these guys, but now with these players, I think you could probably run normal sort of interceptions. Now, for your stay forward centre attacking mid, stay forward kind of has to be put on in the 352, because if not, that centre attacking mid drops like into left mid. It's a weird bug, still in the game to my knowledge, and it just happens a lot. So this is where he says, if you've got someone that's nimble, you know, maybe like 5'8", maybe like Vitinha, for example, don't have them on get into the box across. Have them on stay on the edge. Think like Frank Lampard being on the edge of the box. But if you want someone to run in and maybe be available for the cross or the sweat back off a cross, have them on get into the box across. And then again, conservative interceptions. For your left mid and right mid, you need these on comeback on defense. This is what everyone runs in a 3-5-2, because obviously it allows you to defend with more numbers back and makes it a little bit more difficult to break down. But when you get the ball, they will push up the pitch, and players are left mid and right mid. They won't sit as high as, say, join the attack wing backs would do in a 5-back, but they are available. So that's cut inside for them both. Why cut inside? Basically, when you lay the ball into them to kind of find that through ball into that Cech, into that Mbappe, instead of being touch on the touchline, getting chalk on the boots. For your midfielder that you want up and down the pitch, this is where like high work rates are going to be crucial if you can have them. Cover centre and nothing else. Absolutely nothing else here. This is the one that you want getting forward, being available in that attack, going on the edge of the box, finding the ball, skill moves. Upamecano is great at it. And then your left centre defensive mid, this is just your more defensive-minded midfielder. Who do you want staying back? You have them on stay back while attacking and cover wing. Why cover wing? Well, essentially, you obviously left mid and right mid are going to push up gradually. If the ball gets played out for a quick counter, the idea, from what we're saying, is to have Seedorf come out and try and deal with it on the wing rather than one of your centre-backs straight away. All of your centre-backs are on stay back while attacking. There's nothing complicated there. None of this stupid get forward, players an extra striker, nothing like that. And then for your keeper, comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. This is actually pretty good instruction regardless of the tactic, especially with a lot of crosses being played right now in FIFA 23. Now, for our tactics, this is where it just goes, whoa, what are we doing? Defensive style, balanced, 40 width, 60 depth, pretty neutral. He does say if you're unsure on depth and you don't want to run a high depth, you can go and run like 45. I think it's 40 to 60, if I remember correctly, is what he advises on that. I obviously prefer having a higher line. Depends on your centre-backs. If you're running slower centre-backs, which you shouldn't be at this stage of the game, you can probably run 60 as well. Now, this is interesting. Build-up players balance. Chance creation is possession. Possession basically says to players to look into feet. For you to have this tactic to work, and this is where I struggled to start off with, you need to allow yourself to build up fairly slowly, let your right mid and left mid push up the pitch and get into the attack and use your CMs. You've got to be very comfortable with taking a man on with your centre mid with like agile dribbling or any skill moves to basically beat the press and then transition as your team moves forward. The exception is if you're looking for a quick counter. You have your three players that are always forward, Kaka, Cech, and Mbappe for me, where you are looking for a quick counter and an over-the-top through ball. So you pass the ball into Kaka, trigger the run with Cech, and then lay it into Mbappe. First time over the top, bang. That is a real repetitive kind of pattern. If that isn't on and you are going to build up slowly, then that's just where you play the ball into Upamecano, Bamba slowly moves up the pitch. You then lay it out to him and then, move it around and play football because it does allow you to play really good football. The 85 width means that they basically start out super wide with your left mid and right mid, but then with a cut inside instruction, they start wide and then they move back on the inside, which again is unique. It takes a little while to get used to, but when you do, you'll kind of see how it plays. And then we go 6 players in box. He says you can run 6 or 7. We went with 6 because that is kind of our go-to. So that is how the 3-5-2 works and how it lines up right now. We're going to jump into a game and show you exactly how it operates in-game. Right, opponent's team could go into a 5 at the back maybe. Got that Savic as well. Savic playing centre-back for us though, so we're pretty good there. So move into defensive for us to go into this 3-5-2. Just let everyone move into their positions. Big switch out onto that left-hand side. No, we didn't want that. We can press back with Mbappe. Pulling back the CM. Again, Kaka as well. You want to try and do this with your strikers and cams where you can. Just bring them back to be that extra man. Can you second man press, cover that pass? And again, second man press. That's fine. Offside. Thank you very much. So, Seedorf comes to receive the ball. You want to use the CMs a lot, as I said, and then gradually work up the pitch. So, like here, now we can go out wide. We'll probably try and beat the man here. Yeah, he doesn't want to commit. Okay, that's fine. Mbappe. Kaka. We can drive or check. Ooh, unlucky. Unlucky. Cech really good at that with those step overs. Just driving in. So Bamba's caught out of position here. So just play the long game. Don't be too aggressive. You obviously want to try and let your fullbacks, wingbacks, whatever you want to call them, kind of get back as and when you can. I think one of the areas where you do need to be very mindful is that your centre mids, for me, Seedorf and Upamecano, you really need to bring them back manually. But that's just the same for any formation on FIFA, right? So again, we'll let everyone kind of set to where we want to be. We can go for that pass out wide. Go for a little 1-2 in the middle to Kaka. We can go direct into Cech now. Cech can turn, take the man on. So although we're on possession, Cech's wanting to feet there. And that's where we just turn to then look for that ourselves, to be direct as and when we can. We'll be aggressive there with Hazard. Does that stay in? No, just about goes out. Okay, so we don't want to push up too much with Hazard here. We're happy to press it with Mbappe. Kaka. We'll pull Seedorf back here. Bring Hazard up slightly. This guy wants to try and do me with a roulette over and over and over again, apparently. But we're good. We'll go back to centre back here. Poor pass. My bad. Space out on that top of the screen. Hazard's out. Kimpembe can come out here, though. We have to try and get to him to put a little bit of pressure on. We can just stand up here. He wants that extra pass. Does Kimpembe keep it in? Oh, unlucky. Does that slide every time? So he has got Vanja in the box, which we do want to be mindful of. He is 6 for 8 and very good in the air. Watch the byline drive. Ooh, good save. Good save, good save. Yeah, trying to use Vanja to just deal with that should he go for it. Corner again, over and over and over again. Shall we? We'll do an offside trap here. Want to watch the edge. Want to watch the drive in the box. I hate corners. Hate the way your team just takes forever to kind of like move. Oh, okay. So now we can break. This is the time where we want to look to be quick on that counter. We'll go for a step over. I actually slowed that down ever so slightly, but check. I read it. No. Check. Honestly, such a good striker though. Just drives. So they're now in a trouble because my centre mids are just not back because I didn't switch to them. Vanja comes over. Should be able to cover that byline, I think, pretty well. No. Good tackle. Yeah, well done. So yeah, that's where you do need to be careful. You know, if your CMs don't come back to help out in that area, you are very isolated with that. Hazard, again, just waiting for those wing backs to get up the pitch. Can I find that through ball? I can indeed. Double tap. Check's getting in the box. We look for some fancy feet, maybe. We'll go on the edge. Upamecano. Go for a drive. Oh, big tackle, big tackle. Can just take a touch here and then bring it down. Brilliant. Upamecano. The big switch. So where the width comes into it. Take the switch out towards the wing, I think. Oh, good press. Okay, pull Seedorf back. Thank you very much. He pressed that very weird, you know. Very, very weird. Watch that through ball over the top. That's fine. Pull Seedorf back. I think he just runs byline. We're starting to get an idea of how this opponent wants to play with just that constant byline drive. Go for a little player lock. He covers it, so we don't need to go. Try and move the ball a bit quicker here. Drive. Should look for Chet there, I think. Chet was in a good position. Pull Upamecano back. Could use a second man press as well. Watch that through ball in behind. That's fine. I put my centre back there. So if he goes for that pass, it's not a problem. We've put him into that area to cover it. We'll go wide here. Thank you very much. Tried to trigger L1 then to see if Chet could go. He's gone now though. Mbappe's getting in the box. We'll look for a drive across. R1X. Oh, nearly. Tapped L1 there, which meant Mbappe's just going to run straight basically until he runs into the goal. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I want to double team on him here. Kimpembe, Hazard. Pull Seedorf back. Lovely. Good read. Go for a little 1-2. Check. Loads of space there. Trying to find Kaka. I was using the Bamba as bait, I'd say. Yeah. Lovely. Now let's go. Green. Ah, waited it. Unlucky. All right. Good attempt again, though. You can see as soon as we get the ball into the striker's feet, we're just looking to turn, look for that step over. Because we're on that possession tactic and balance, there's not a load of movement unless we're triggering runs, which is good though, because it just means we can play into feet. Look, Kaka facing up to me, wants that ball. Bamba not running in behind. Normally in a 3-5-2, I run them on getting behind. Not doing that. Sent Kaka on a run here, see if we can find a cross maybe. Which we can, but it didn't want to lock me on for it. 40th minute. Can read that. We'll do an offside trap as well. Try and keep a high line along with that 60 depth. We know he wants byline, right? Yeah, thank you very much. Can we look for a little over the top? We can. I played it too early. My bad. My bad, my bad. I want to try and trigger check. Go Kaka into Mbappe and then in behind. That's normally the better way for me to go. Wide. A lot of width. Upamecano's on the edge. If I can line it up, can look for the green. Didn't time it. All right, good half, good half. All right, second half underway. Need to try and, I think, be a bit quicker on the counter, in all honesty. I haven't had a chance to look for my overtops as and when. I like to use check on a lot of crosses, right? And I haven't really had the opportunity. All right, Marquinhos has got to come over because Bamba is out. Stand. Good defending. He wins that. So now I've sent check. Now I can look for that over the top through ball. Just like so. I've triggered Kaka. Can drive though. I should have shot. I should have shot. No way. No way. You can already see, though, that that's exactly what I was looking for. I should have just back-checked finishing. I don't know why I didn't, really. Oh, well. Okay. So we don't have a DM right here to press with, so we just got to play the long game, wait for the numbers to get back. That's fine. Kimpembe comes over. His opponent's not going to be a crosser of the ball. He just wants that byline. And Vanja is just going to deal with it every single time. Hazard. I've gone for the through. I didn't put enough power on it. I went for the through ball. So like there, you know Mbappe's not on getting behind. Obviously, us triggering L1 to send him on that run, just it's the same thing. We then get him in behind. So it's your choice. You can manipulate players even based off their player instruction. Not everything has to be down to the player instructions, right? If you don't want someone running in behind, you can just tap R1, bring them short. I've tried to do a him. Oh, no way. All right, I'll bring Chet back because Kaka can't press and Bamba's out. So I'll manually pull Chet back. Just give us that extra number there. Upamecano. Lucky. Probably want to double team here in a sec. Yeah, Bamba's got caught. He gets there. Woo! All right, we can come out nice and slowly. Wait for our wing backs to get out into position. Use the CMs as much as we can. Kaka's on his bike. Kaka, take the touch. Bang. Woo! There we go. All right, better. Good run with Kaka. You know, I tapped L1 to trigger him on that run. And a really good cross with Hazard as well. That's why I think having, you know, people out on the wings who are capable of defending, crossing, left footers on the left-hand side, right footers on the right-hand side in this 3-5-2. Work a treat. Stand here. Yeah, we knew we wanted it. Seedorf can press. All right, Seedorf's beat, so we just want to chill. Bamba needs to get across. Watch the byline. All right, take it out towards the wing. Don't worry too much. We'll go out wide now. Bamba's in the middle, so I'm just going to switch this out. I don't like Bamba being there. I've sent Mbappe, R1 square. Ooh, nearly. Optimistic, but we got there. What just happened to Hazard? Get there! McGeady nearly worked. Nearly worked. Keep tracking. That's fine. This is Van Persie. Left-footed. Not sure if it was the cam or the right wing version, so I don't know if he's got 5-star skills or not. We'll bring the CM back. There we go. Get that CM involved. Check's gone. Oh, I wanted to look for that through ball, but... All right, it's fine. Good through ball. Into feet. Can we look for a driven? Oh, as if he's got something on that. All right, so my corner routine at the minute that I'm going for, because we've got Vanja, who's 6'8", getting him on that and then just running in at that near post. No one can beat him in the air. I say that, Koundé's just challenged with him. I can't believe what I've just seen. Koundé has just challenged with Vanja. That is something. I mean, I readied it, so I'll take the blame slightly, right? But still. 70th minute, still looking good. We know how this opponent wants to play, right? So we just keep covering the byline. And then here's that little first time over the top. Go on. Oh, good defending. We know how he wants to play, so we can chill, really. As long as we're patient with it, we don't do anything stupidly aggressive with the wing back. Or like 2 centre-backs. Then I don't see how he gets past us here. We can drive forward. Loads of space for Seedorf to run into. Just a shame Vieira gets across super quick. Because Vieira... he's a joke of a defensive midfielder. He's just there all the time, isn't he? All right. Trigger check. Block. That stay in? No. Still our ball, though. 80th minute. Go for a little fake throw. Kaka will have. Seedorf? No. Mbappe? No. Heel to ball roll didn't come through. Mobble. Pull him back. Pull Seedorf out. Got some space in the middle there. Mbappe. Nope. We can offside trap that. Keep that gap nice and small between the centre mids and the defenders. I don't like Seedorf being out here. We know where he wants it. Just chill when we get the ball here. It's too predictable from this opponent. Not giving us enough to think about, is he? Ball. Can we take him on? Little step over? We can. Didn't look for a play a lot there, but... Bamba! Oh! I really wanted to get check on it, but Czech's AI positioning was not great. That is a great win from Upamecano. Nearly. Keep tracking back. Watch that through ball. He's on it straight away, mate. Vanja's back as well. Kaka! It's going to be a win. Not the most amount of goals I've ever scored, to be fair. But regardless of it, I think you can kind of see areas where it can work. Honestly, give the tactic a try. See what you think. It takes a few games to get used to. I reckon it probably took me about 10 in total, but I do like it. Make sure you check the Reddit post out as well so you can get more kind of info, because he does go into a lot of detail with every tactic, with every instruction, all of that sort of stuff. So go and show him some love. Thank you for the tactics as well. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.